So it's time for a good mom vent with Mom Therapy. Welcome to our panel today, Dina, Olivia, and LaKisha. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm so glad that you're here because I always learn something really, really important. In these topics, I'm thinking about all of these topics, so I really need your insight. So here we go. One poll found that 97% of moms, they actually feel guilt. So moms, as we know, they're expected to succeed in their jobs, be on the PTA, keep a clean household, so many things, and make time to support their fellow girlfriends and have a social life, all that jazz, and schedule date night with hubby. So as you can see, the list keeps going on and on and on. And self-care. How could I forget that? It's so much, right? So the question is the idea of work-life balance BS? Can you really have a balance?
So I think it is. I think the concept is BS. I think work-life balance means something different to everybody, but on a daily basis, moms have a lot of pressure to get things done. What has really worked for me is to embrace the fact that I cannot get everything done in one day. So as long as the family is healthy, happy, and safe, it's okay. So if that last load of dishes doesn't get into the dishwasher, if I don't complete my work, it's okay.
Yeah, Olivia, what do you think?
I mean, I agree with that part that not everything gets done, but I think the BS thing is not true. I think I have it all. I really do.
Really?
I have an amazing, I have a great life. Like, I can't be happier.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a lawyer, so I'm a partner of
yeah.
a big law firm downtown, and so is my husband. And it just takes a lot of coordination. So the day-to-day is hard, but we make it work. We have to communicate a lot. I mean, I am on the PTA.
Yeah.
I am a soccer mom.
Yeah.
I do all of it.
What I'm finding is there's no convenient time for a woman to do this. LaKisha, how are you managing career? You have to work. It's 2018.
I agree. It's very subjective. And unlike Olivia, I'm not a soccer mom. My son is in soccer, but I'm not a soccer mom. I signed him up. I cut the check, but grandma and grandpa picks them up for me, and I appreciate them. However, work-life balance, I guess, in mommy world means for me, I mean, you can't have it all. I just feel like the bed might not get made today, lunch might not get made the night before, he will get a bath. However, it's just that, I just think you gotta balance it all. Balance just equates to not making the bed today or Monday through Friday.
Okay,
So.
well, I guess what I hear you guys saying is that something's gotta give.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it all, but maybe not at the same time.
That's right.
Okay, so maternity leave, let's talk this, you guys. Oh, look at your face, you're scaring me. All of these questions as I approach motherhood is something I'm thinking about. So
Well, don't be scared. Don't be scared of motherhood.
Well, stop scaring me. So Fox Business Network anchor Trish Reagan, she spoke up about her regret for only taking off 6 weeks with her first pregnancy and 3 with her second. So former Yahoo president and CEO Marissa Mayer, she took a highly controversial 2-week maternity leave. Now, many women, they aren't even cleared by their doctors yet, but they're returning to regular workloads, but they end up taking shorter leaves due to professional pressure or financial constraints. So what has been you all's experience? I mean, not even everyone is offered maternity leave depending on what your career is, but you got to make it work.
You sure you want to start with me?
I am sure.
Well, okay, so this is tough for me because I have experienced both sides of this. Personally, I've experienced the side where I feel like it's false advertisement for HR departments to say that to-be moms will get support, okay? I felt like my job was in jeopardy while I was pregnant and upon return. I couldn't stay late. I'm in education. I was in education at the time.
Wow.
And so I just felt like 6 weeks definitely wasn't enough. I even wasn't released to come back to work and had to go through physical therapy an additional 6 more weeks, and they flipped out on me. Took FMLA, so I was still protected legally. However, when I got back, I just did not want to be there. They wanted me to stay late till 9, 10 o'clock at night. I had a nanny, my grandmother nanny for me during the time, and she literally was like, I can't be here from 6 a.m. until 8 at night.
The whole day.
No one should be raising my child, technically. So, and I had a friend who's a nurse anesthetist. She got badgered the week she took off for maternity leave. One friend lost her job as soon as she came back from 6 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
I don't really have a great feeling about it.
Yeah, Olivia, is your experience better?
It's different. And so we talked about this.
It's better?
No, it's all about the company,
That's
right?
true.
And you've talked about different places where different people had different experiences. Like my law firm, we just extended our maternity leave and paternity leave, and it applies to everybody.
So how long is
Same-sex
it
couple,
now?
everything. It's 18 weeks paid.
Okay.
And part of it, too, is not just the policy, it's the attitude. So we're encouraging everyone, take the leave. Fathers, take the leave so that society can look at it to be more equal. So that's the only way you can be equal for the women to take the leave is for the men to take the leave.
That's true.
And Dina,
we're
have
very
you
lucky.
felt this pressure?
Yes. So I think in general more support is needed, and I feel that when I look at companies who have these great maternity policies, I admire them because I really feel that it reflects on how they value their employees.
That's true.
I had my third daughter in January, and I was lucky enough to take advantage of the new maternity policy that my company had. But I know people who have had nothing, and I just think that families looking to start to have children, it should be more accepted in society as opposed to looking at a detriment to the businesses.
And LaKisha, I have to ask you, you said you didn't have a positive experience. Did you end up leaving that company, or did you kind of stick it out? Like, what would be your advice to women who are not getting that support?
That's a really good question. I think that I did stick it out during that time for another year. The good thing, it's funny how things happen. The company actually was a for-profit institution, so they're no longer in existence.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up technically getting laid off, and then I started with a for-profit institution. So
All right, but a happy ending. It worked out.
a very
for you.
happy ending.
Okay, thank you for sharing.
No problem.
So with the holidays coming up, we know that more and more families are doing away with the kids' table at Thanksgiving. So I want to know what you guys think. Is this a good idea or is this a bad idea?
No kids table. No.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we want to teach our kids to eat well and have manners, and so they're at the table with us. They get the good china, the good crystal, everything. Now, that's not to say, I mean, it's good or bad. Honestly, it's really a logistics thing, don't you think? I mean, as far as how big a
that's
table
true.
is. One year we had a kids' craft table because they were short, they didn't fit, and we just threw them there.
Short and
But
deep
now,
fit.
yeah.
That is discriminatory. You look like you, LaKisha, you disagree.
I do. I think forego. I mean, it's a good idea to forego it, but I like the idea of the all-inclusiveness. My family, I don't think we really ever held true to the tradition anyway. I think that like when people came over, we would run off as kids and just go get into trouble or whatever we wanted, put our finger in the sweet potato pie. I don't know. But since my son is 6 now and I've been hosting for the past couple of years, I like him sitting at the table with us. And then afterward for dessert, maybe the adults go do what they do and the kids go do what they do. So
Dina, what do you think? Don't you feel like you need some alone time though as an
Yes.
adult? It's like your
Yes.
adult time with your family, you know what I mean? You don't have to censor your words.
I say kids table. With a caveat though, it depends on the age of the kids. So if you have toddlers or 1 or 2 year olds, it's a little bit hard to have them sit at a table by themselves and eat. But as they get a little bit older, I say kids table all the way. We have the older ones, they sit with their cousins during Thanksgiving, and really it's all about the family time and spending that time and having fun. And if they don't eat dinner and they just eat pie, it's okay because it's Thanksgiving.
It's your chance to do whatever your heart desires.
Exactly.
Within reason, folks. Within reason.
Yeah.
Ladies, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much. This has definitely been fun, and I'm taking
has.
notes, and I have like tips for my friends and for myself. I appreciate it. Dina, Olivia, and LaKisha, some Chicagoland moms. We want to hear from you moms at home, you guys. Hit us up on social media on what you thought about today's mom topics. Plus, what do you want us to talk about in another round of mom therapy? Let us know. You can go to the Jam TV show on all of our social media platforms. And if you have any advice for me as someone that hopefully has motherhood on the horizon, let me know, guys. Tell me.